Comment down, no, I'm kidding. Don't do that. That's weird and creepy. He talked me into driving around with a stranger in my car at night looking for his wife.
It is us!
Yay!
We are live suddenly and randomly on a Thursday.
Yeah, on a Thursday.
So here we are back with Azure Dreames.
Yes. So exciting. All right, so we've already been in once. You came back. You put your monsters in their ranch. Monster ranch.
To the ranch.
So what are we doing now? We going back in? Are there people we need to talk to?
Let's see. We already talked to Fur last time, and we talked to
Nico, but
Betty?
she doesn't count.
Peggy. Is that the name of the girl who runs the food?
Yeah.
store?
Wow. Why? I'm not remembering.
We
her
talked
name.
to them, so we have to go back into the tower.
Okay.
Which I love doing, but I know it's kind of boring. So I'm hoping
That is
Go
where
Kyle.
I come in. So I got a text.
cool.
No. So I have a backup plan. But first I thought it might be fun to do kind of it's technically these are from Myrell Oliver. Never heard of this website before.
Are you about to sell me something?
Yes, $5 can get you a Burger King meal. We just watched that food theory. No, so it's 40 fun questions to ask your friends. Baba, sorry. So
Where are your friends?
you're my only,
Oh.
and I'm here with all 0 of you.
Oh.
So here's a fun
Vital.
thing. A battle.
Iron.
Wow. Mm-hmm.
Okay, good.
Would you prefer duct tape or?
Whoa.
So comment down below. You can answer any one of these. I don't know if we'll do all 40. If they're really bad, we'll also pass through 2.
Yeah.
Rank them though, okay? Out of 40 of them, tell me how many are considered fun, okay? So these are like
Do you pay your
icebreakers.
taxes on time, or do you wait
Yes,
till the
right.
15th to ask for an extension?
Right, exactly. So we'll see. But oh my gosh, fine.
Wow.
I'm
Got
sorry.
a lot of noise.
Everybody pause whatever they're doing. Cecily wants to go hang out with the boys. Sorry. My goodness. Actually, the boy cats are in here, so.
Can I unpause?
Yes. Okay, so this is also good because I think we mentioned once before we were like, these people don't really know us. So here you go.
They don't know us.
40 questions you never
always
thought
say,
to ask
where
us.
are we? You never say, how are we?
They don't even know. Actually, we have said where we were. Comment down. No, I'm kidding. Don't do that. That's weird and creepy. All right. So, number 1. What would
Burger
be
King
what would be the theme song of your life? This is interesting. What would I want to be the theme song of my life, or what is the actual?
I'm gonna say, what is the actual?
What is the actual?
What's the actual?
Wow. I don't even know.
That's a good question.
Like,
Are we? I
What
guess
is that?
we're going for like the title that and then the song's not like.
Oh, maybe. I was thinking, what's that song where she's like, I'm a mess in a dress, can't show up on time, even in order to save my life. According to you.
According to
But-
you.
I don't have a soulmate other than you, so maybe. But, and no, I'm always early because of my social anxiety. Oh, you know what? Oath.
I don't know that song.
Yes, you do. Isn't that what it... It's the one that I, like, texted you and said, this is us, bae.
Are we allowed to listen to music? on here?
Oath. I don't know.
Maybe like 30 seconds and then we can sing it. Since I totally know this song.
Okay. By Cher Lloyd. And that's our 7 seconds.
Yeah.
My best friend till the very end. Cause best friends don't have to pretend. You need a hand, and I'm right there right beside you.
Oh, there's a music video.
I'm not sure I'm sure I've heard it, but yeah. Well, since we have the same life, can we have the same song?
Sure.
I don't know. I'm really bad when everybody's like, "Oh, describe your sex life with a song title," and I'm like, alone.
Well, now you like some of those Alan Walker songs, and you're like, "That's us," or "That's so you."
Yeah. Well, I like
Anyway,
the songs.
That's true. Does it really describe your life? I don't know, but we're like together, so not like that. We're not from Alabama. Let's alienate our
Alabama.
two things. Anyway, okay, so we're gonna go with Oath because, or maybe we should answer as the channel because it's us, But like, so our life, we're just kind of there, we're blood sisters, but we're also best friends. Anything happening?
Oh no, I'm grinding.
Cool.
Now that the pressure's off, that first time just fell, but so no,
But you don't have a thing that wins.
No, I only found one, so I didn't bring. There's nothing to bring. If you get more, you can store them, and then if you're new to the game, I suggest bringing one with you, a wind crystal, because I don't say words. You have to poke me when I don't say words.
Okay.
So yeah, I didn't have one to bring, but. And we'll see if this happens. Sometimes there's something about the second floor.
I remember that because I listened to you and you said that.
Normally I would stand around and keep fighting until the room evacuated.
Evaporated? Sure.
Yeah.
Word.
Thank you. But this is a bad setup. This one, because the first floor will have a certain number of setups. And so this is a bad setup for getting things to come to you. So I'm just going to go.
Okay. So this is the second level coming up.
Yes.
Wait, you're on oh, okay. What's the
came in
3?
door.
You're level 3?
I'm level 3.
But you're on floor 1.
First floor.
What language?
First floor.
Oh, wow. Jeez.
I'm level 3. I've got 30 hit points, and I've got 115 gold. And I can change, I can make that smaller.
What area calls them levels? Or I guess, no, they don't call that. Like in the UK or whatever, do they floor 2, but it's level 2, right? Don't they do that? Or that's just being fancy?
Probably being fancy.
So did anything happen?
I don't know.
Hi there, puffy lips.
Weird nickname.
You look
whatever.
so handsome inside the tower. Must be the darkness.
Oh, selfie. Oh, bye.
Want to take a selfie?
Well, that wasn't what I exactly wanted to happen, but that's okay.
Cool.
Now we met Selfie again.
Yay! So she's more advanced than you are because she's been in here before you.
She made it to level 2.
All right.
You'll notice there's no monsters on this floor.
Yes.
Oh, did you notice that there's no monsters on this floor? There's no monsters on this floor.
It went really fast. You're already at the elevator.
Yeah, it's always the same. It's not weird. The first floor can change a little bit. There's maybe 5 options it can be. The second floor is always the same and never has monsters.
Oh, that's cool.
And then everything up from there, I mean, it'll follow the basic, a room, but there's no, rhyme or reason. Want to go up? Yes, I do.
Yes. I mean, there's no going out, so.
Want to quit? No, I don't. What's question number 2?
Question number 2 is a little bit tough for 2020, but this is good for positivity, right? Just keep that in mind. Don't be pessimistic when you answer this. What has been your favorite memory this year? I'll go first.
Okay.
Oh wait, it's an achievement. It's not a memory.
But it's now it's in your memory.
So I have 2. All right, so my greatest achievement for this year probably has been starting my podcast. Because although we've been more we're starting into Twitch and everything with Tier 2, we've had the channel for a while, the YouTube channel, so it doesn't really count as an achievement to me. I've had a lot of other personal goals and stuff that I've reached. But I think Blue Sand was obtained.
What's that?
A wind crystal?
Get off of it. Wow.
Yay! You can escape.
Floor 3 had a wind crystal right there.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry.
That's fine. So, so it's... anyway, I keep going back and forth, I have about between 30 to 40 downloads a week. So it's
good, yeah.
considering it started in June and I have not been really promoting it.
It's hard to go from, like nobody in the world knows who you are to everybody.
Exactly. And
it's hard.
Yeah, it is hard. And it's also very niche. It's about self-love and mental health support and that kind of stuff. Really, it's the mindfulness. So I actually got certified as a mindfulness-based...
Why is it lagging so bad? Anyway, go ahead.
Cognitive therapy practitioner.
Ooh.
So that I know what I'm talking about.
Wow.
Yeah, so I take it seriously, and it's exciting.
Practitioner in the house.
Yeah, so I had to take a course and everything. So, but my favorite memory maybe is just what happened recently. So our parents had the 50th.
That's my favorite animal.
Oh, okay. You want to say it then?
No.
Our parents had their 50th wedding anniversary, September 6th. Gross. And what a way to remember them. So originally, last year, we were like, hey, let's have a family reunion and like get everybody's families together and do this big celebration. I mean, 50th, like my mother's side of the family or whatever. She's the only child. She's got, six. Well, she's the sixth. So there's 5 other siblings. She's the only one who's been married to the same man, only one, And I guess our uncle on our father's side, he's been married.
Oh yeah,
that same woman, but still,
not quite that long.
So it's still awesome, right? Then that which shall not be named happened.
Yeah.
So we actually ended up being able to go to the
Kennedy Space Station.
Yes, Cape Canaveral. I was going to say Cape, and I was like, is that what it's called? Cape? That's weird. Anyway, yeah. So the Kennedy Space Center. Mm-hmm. And because of the social distancing and everything, it was actually really cool because obviously you had to say 6 feet apart or whatever. But in most of the buildings that we went to or whatever, because it's a kind of like an amusement park, it was
buildings kind of set up like you should go and you didn't have to, but you could go around in a loop too.
Yeah. We were the only ones there. There were only the store, the shop, which we actually walked through. We didn't spend time in there. There were a few people in there, and the big supposed to be 3D, but they didn't do the 3D glasses. Or no, that was that other thing. What was that other thing with the plane and everything? The museum-y part. I mean, it was all museum. Anyway, whatever.
Yeah, well, you get to go through watching the first shuttle launch.
Yes, that thing. So there were a few people there.
In there, but that was later in the day too. Yeah. So maybe people were starting to show up.
That's true, yeah. But yeah, we got to keep social distancing. We wore our masks. It's been past the 2 weeks. No one got sick, so we're good. We were responsible. But it was still a lot of fun to be able to do that, and it was also really special because our oldest sister has her own family now. And you've met one of her nieces. I mean, one of our nieces, one of her children, Korea, which is our younger sister because of the age. But so it's kind of difficult to kind of separate her from her family.
Right. If she wants to go on a trip,
yeah, exactly. But we were able to be the nuclear family of our parents and their 3 daughters. So that was really cool.
That's a Simpsons quote.
Yeah.
So I know how you pronounce nuclear. I worked for a nuclear engineering firm.
You did.
Okay.
That's question number. No kidding. Yeah. Do you want to elaborate since it was the same memory?
No, I thought it was really fun because, she was saying,
quitting? No.
Yeah, I had to think for a second. Yes or no. It's been a long time since we were able to hang out as the 5 OGs. You know what I mean? So after older sister got married, parents and us, the 2, the middle and the youngest, have been able to go on some trips together. Where's my pitch? Oh, sorry. No, it's not. Hold on, this. No, that's the map. 1 second, please.
Yeah. What's a pitch?
Oh, see, I can do that, but there we go. Zooming.
Whoa.
That's what I want. Okay, sorry. For those who are playing at home, hold triangle and then the L buttons this will change the pitch or the height, the angle, and this is the zooming
angle.
In.
Never heard it called pitch. I thought that was just a sound thing.
Pitch like an L and a plane, an escalator, whatever. Anyway,
These pants are really loose. They're gonna fall off on me. So if you see them and you're like, "Oh, they're saggy," it's because they're really loose.
Your diet must be working.
It is. Thank you.
Anyway, so yeah, that was my favorite, is that we got to hang out as kids, kind of be silly with mommy and daddy.
Mm-hmm.
And also hang out just the three girls, which I don't know if we've ever really been able to do, because
many years.
Even if we went on a trip together as a family, we were probably visiting family, or I mean, even the trip to California, we had baby niece, didn't we?
Yeah.
So, not to say that they're not family, but like then our older sister doesn't get to act like child without having she's got to make sure the baby, got to make sure if your kid is fed, so it's not that that's a bad thing, but as parents, I'm sure any parents who are watching, you can attest to, it's nice to have your mind clear. You're only looking after, it's kind of if you go on a trip with your significant other and it's just the two of you. And this is even better. You don't even have to make sure anybody's fed. We're all adults. So if I forgot to feed myself. And, our mother has some health issues, so we did have to make sure that she was taken care of. This one actually also had some major sciatica / hip issues, so she was hard for her to walk.
Yeah.
So she had some mobility issues. So we did have to still take care of each other.
Yeah.
But it's not the same thing as trying to make sure a kid is fed. Did you have to go to the bathroom? Did you lose something? That kind of thing. So, but yeah, it was pretty recent. Aside from doing the Kennedy Space Center, we also went on a boat tour of the Cape, I guess is what it was. That was kind of cool. And then we accidentally... I'm chaos. Oh no, look at me. Just driving around. The parents were going to have, because it was their anniversary weekend, they were there for a few days without us, and then they wanted to have, some time in the morning just to themselves to, wake up slowly, have a nice breakfast together. So the girls were going to, we weren't sure what we were going to do, like kayak or something, or, so what I like doing, we did this once. We had like a day trip to Orlando. We can go into that some other time.
All right.
But there, especially in Florida, there's so many little like tourist traps or like weird things that you can find on what I would call the strip, whatever part is like all of the shopping. So like kitschy little stores that sell knickknacks and like welcome to, like I went to Florida in neon, or just stupid stores like that. So I was thinking maybe we could do something like that. Yeah. So after the Space Center, when we were trying to find a place to eat dinner, as a family, we're driving around, and I was, we were all looking around to see things that the girls could do in the morning on Saturday. And we just so happened to drive up to a place called the Dinosaur Store or something like that. Anyway, turns out that in there they had some, not like actual like dinosaur bones. They had some fossils, but like the big, like, I don't know what they're made out of, plaster, rubber, whatever, like dinosaur exhibits that they travel around with. There's one that comes to Atlanta sometimes. It's just got like models of dinosaurs that are like life size, as you can see. So it had a whole floor about dinosaurs. So that was really a cool find. And then not only did it have the dinosaurs, then it had another, the second floor was like places in history, so it had like some Egypt stuff, and almost like it wasn't quite like a Ripley's, like it wasn't like look at this three-headed cat, or whatever. But it was kind of like an eclectic, like we have this replica of a mummy, or they did have some real things, like this is an actual vase from whatever. Hope none of them were they were probably like, they were certified, so I'm sure that they were like, we hijacked this and stole it from Egypt, like, I'm sure it was legit, like not like stolen art or something. That was a really cool random thing to find. And then across from that, and I remember this from when I was a kid, any trip to Florida, because some of our family members lived in Melbourne, Florida. We had one point lived in Miami, which is where this one was born. Anyway, but if we took a trip to especially Melbourne and like places where surfers can go, there's a store chain called Ron John Surf Shop. And I remember that from a kid. And it was like, when I was a kid, we went into it, and vague memories. I just remember it being like, oh, that's where all the cool like hippie / beach guys, that's where you
Salt life.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you get your board and you get your, whatever. And it evidently also really had an impact on older sister, who, if I was like 12, she was more like 17, 18, so she's just a few years older than me. So she really had, and she's the beach bum of the family. She loves going to the beach. She really wants to learn how to surf. So she was really jazzed to be able to get to a Ron John surf shop. When we were where we were, it was like a 2-story huge Ron John surf shop right across from where the dinosaurs are.
Right, yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, even though it was supposed to be just the girls.
Oh, right,
yeah,
I never said that,
yeah. Mom and Dad decided, they're like, wait,
Mom's like, I want to see the dinosaurs. We're like, okay, because we thought she'd want to have, because like, again, with some medical issues, you move a little bit slower, you get to bed later, as age changes you. So we were like thinking she wouldn't want to do that, but she really did. She had a great time.
She had a lot of fun. She actually, at the end, she said that was her favorite part of the weekend.
Which I really felt good because it got called out because of everybody in the family. Not that other people don't like dinosaurs, but I really like dinosaurs, and so does one of our middle niece. So the 2 middle kids were really into dinosaurs. She wasn't there, but she's really stoked that maybe we can go back. And that's another thing I wanted to say. Shout out to the Kennedy Space Center. I have to make sure I answer these questions. Shout out to the Kennedy Space Center, where we bought the tickets, but because of the thing that shall not be named, a lot of things are closed. Yeah. So I'm not huge into space. I like the idea of space, but it also kind of scares the crap out of me. Just
aliens.
Aliens. Anyway, but they have this thing where you can get into like a little, not a plane, bus, a little bus, and take a trip out to the actual launch pad.
Oh, right.
And see the scaffolding and where the thing, because obviously the space thingy's not there right now. But that was closed because everybody would have to be shoved into this little capsule of a bus and driven out over there. So it's closed right now. There was also a lot of the movies that they would show you, and experiences like that, or 4D movie type things. Those were also closed because, again, close proximity, recycled air, all that. So we paid the price, the ticket admission. But what they did is we had 5 tickets. They gave us 5 full tickets again to use anytime next year from, I think it was January 1st or whatever, through December 23rd. It wasn't quite Christmas. Anyway, but I thought that was really nice of them to give us, because we didn't get our right, and it wasn't even just you can pick one event that you can do next. It's their full 1-day admissions, which is all we bought anyway, back into the park. And I was like, you know what? Kudos to you. That's really, really nice of you. And it turns out what we'll probably end up doing is all going back there, but this time we'll bring older sister's family, so they're actually going to make more money because we'll use some of those tickets, and then if mom and dad want to come too, so they'll actually have 10 people come, so they'll make more money anyway. But I just thought that was very honest.
It is very nice.
It gives you a good way to go, Kennedy Space Center.
And everyone was very sweet.
Yeah, everyone was really nice and helpful. When everybody's has this, your parents are like, hey, why don't you just go ask where something is and see what they think we should go do next? And you're like, do we really have to ask them that? So we went they sent us, I guess mostly me, whatever. So I went in.
I went first, but you came.
Well, he told me.
Oh.
Anyway, so we went in and spoke to the nice woman who worked in the gift shop, and we're like, did we ask, what's the best way to get to that other... We asked something first.
We said because they were closing soon.
Oh, yeah.
And so it was if there's one other exhibit that we should see, what should it be?
What should it be? Yeah, so she said, oh, you should... Oh, I'm in big trouble.
Uh-oh, slam trap.
Guess what I'm going to do? Oops.
Escape?
I'm going to call Simon out. Simon, help me. I'm glad that guy only hits me once. Some of the balloons were hitting me for more.
Oh.
So, anyway. So, yeah, it ended up being the, pretending you're on the launch. First you watch that movie about how that weird plane...
Yeah.
And then, rather than having a rocket, let's do a shuttle so we could reuse it, or I don't know. I don't remember everything about the movie, but I didn't want to spoil it for you guys.
That's right, yeah.
And then it turns out that is what Dad wanted to do, was watch. So you get to actually watch what the launch would have been like.
Yeah.
That was
really
pretty
cool.
impressive. And then that's what it was. After that, it does this really cool scrim thing, and then wow, there's the real rocket, the shuttle right behind, so you get to walk. And which shuttle was that?
I don't remember.
Copernicus, Atlantica. I don't know. Whatever.
Copernicus.
Yeah, I can't remember. But they had the actual shuttle there. And then you could do you're supposed to be able to do some of the simulation, like little simulation stuff like this is the buttons they push, but that was all closed because you shouldn't touch things. Don't touch.
That's really cool.
So yeah, that was my favorite memory so far from this year. I've had a lot of fun working to revamp and restart Tier 2. I mean, I wouldn't say restart. We've always been there, but
take it a
we've
little bit more
changed
seriously.
some things, got some lighting.
Yeah.
We've been watching tutorials. She's been watching a lot of tutorials and learning stuff. And it's all just hobby, but, if you want to do a good hobby, you might as well do it right. So hopefully we're making progress. Mm-hmm. Comment down below if you like some of the changes we've made and what do you think we can still improve. Mm-hmm. Please don't say sound, because we're really working on it. We're also working on trying to get the gameplay to line up with our commentary.
Right, that is being such ass.
Yeah. Anyway. Good question.
Number 3. What is the craziest / most daring thing you've ever done? Craziest thing I've ever done? The stupidest thing we've ever done was the cinnamon challenge.
Evidently. Yeah, I didn't realize how dangerous that was. Until it was 5 people died.
Yeah. Craziest. I don't know. I'm always
sure, if we had, hey, what'd you do during college? I'm sure there's crazy stories.
Yeah.
None that really stick out to me.
Okay. Well, most daring. Okay, yeah. So obviously, taking, chances and stuff in life or whatever. Those are always things and stuff. As a child, I was always literally, I was 7, and I was like, do you want to climb this tree? And I'm like, the chances of me falling or, that kind of thing. But I will say there is this really stupid thing that I did in college. I was actually living alone. So this is after, so Fel had graduated. I was living alone. I had a neighbor who was very weird. He came knocking on my door and said that his wife was missing. I did not know him. I never knew his name. He borrowed my vacuum cleaner once. They were just really I always run straight to your door, lock it and everything. I was followed once. It was really creepy. So this was 9 o'clock at night. And he was really worried that he couldn't find his wife. And I don't know how, but he talked me into driving around with a stranger in my car at night looking for his wife. Luckily, he was honest with me, and he wasn't trying to, murder me.
He really did miss his
He
wife.
really was missing his wife. Because we went to where she was supposed to work, and her car wasn't there. And then we went to her sister's house or something like that. And she wasn't there either, so we ended up going home. Again, we were neighbors, so we lived in the same place. So we did go home after that. He didn't have me drive around too many times, but I went to both where she was supposed to be working. It was something weird, maybe it was 10 o'clock, and she was supposed to have gotten off at 9, and she hadn't left yet. He filled me in the next day. She had gone shopping or something like that, and she didn't call him to let him know. Anyway, however it was, there was a miscommunication, so she ended up being okay. And he ended up telling me the truth. But that was probably the craziest thing I've ever done, other than walking down an alleyway by myself in the dark, that kind of thing.
Yeah, or I should have waited for the crosswalk before running out in front of my car.
Yeah. Every step of the way, I knew it was stupid. Walking with my keys, I was like, this is how I get murdered. This is so stupid. I am an idiot.
Especially now
Why
after
am I
you listen
doing
to all
this?
these murdery things.
Oh yeah, now with all these podcasts, I would not have opened the door. Anyway, yeah. So
the only I've done, I know, and I can't think of all of them, and I would, if I could think of them. I've done some pretty stupid things. As far as, putting myself in danger of, I did once, a guy came, when I was in college again, I'm just gonna get rid of this. I have it. Oh, I'm on one, too, so I'll just get rid of it. In college, some guy came, it used to happen more back in the day, but a guy came trying to sell magazines or something. And this was, I had first moved out. I'd never really had my, I was in my first apartment or whatever. And I'm like, oh, you want to sell me magazines? I was like, come inside. so I did, I let him in my apartment. He was a little bit Like, he came in too. What if I was a murderer? I'm like, sure, come inside. And then, like, steal his kidneys. So he came in and we sat on my futon right at the front door. And I was like, because I'm social dumb person anyway. So I'm even surprised. Like, nowadays, somebody knocks on the door, I hide behind the couch. That kind of, but back then I was like, I guess I have to answer the door. Yeah. So that wasn't great. It was the middle of the day. I had giant windows that showed out onto the, like, not that anybody was around at the time, but not the best. I think I tried to buy magazines. I never got the subscription, but they also never cashed my check. That guy probably, like, hauled ass out of there. He's like, rip it up, leave. I don't want it to happen. As far as, like, daring things or, like, I don't know. I always go back to, when my friend in middle school and I climbed on the rocks by the beach. So it was on Hilton. I don't even know if they're still there, but like there was like a walkway, and then because of erosion, there was like these rocks, and they're probably not even as steep as I'm thinking, but like the retaining wall type big stones to keep the rest of the. It's not really a cliff. It's the eastern coast of the United States. But to keep the retaining, so the big rocks that they put there to keep that there, that went down to like where the beach was. And we used to climb on those. We would just like climb down and then like sideways, pretending we were like rock climber people, I guess. And it was stupid because first of all, you're not supposed to climb on those rocks, and potentially, I thought he hit me for 13. Potentially we could have like knocked one off and then like destroyed the entire beach. The other problem is that what if we slipped and then, cracked our head? We would also... Oh, great. I'm glad I didn't step on that. That's a go-up trap. Oh. So if you step on it, it springs you to the next floor. I hate when those are near, you're like, oh, an egg! And so you start walking to get the egg and then you step on one of those. So if I see an egg, sometimes you'll see me just start swinging my sword because I don't want to step on a trap. But he stepped on it, it didn't work. It would have. It will send them. I mean, you won't see them on the next floor, but it will send them. Anyway, we also would go walking and not pay attention to what the tide schedule was. Oh. So there was one time that I thought we were going to die. We walked and there was like this little narrow, again with some rocks or some bushes or something. So you're like walking, like the ocean's here and that stuff was like, you couldn't walk on it. And we came to it when it was high tide. Mm-hmm. And then,
no, I was looking at your fingers.
When it was high tide, low tide, but when we were coming back, it was high tide. The water was up there, so you were like, you could get like hit against the stones, and you couldn't walk on them. So I thought we were gonna die. We ended up having to like kind of swim wade around it. Mm. That was a bad influence, friend.
Yeah,
I think I mentioned her in one of the Tenchu, because we were talking about the journal, how. I forgot what we called her, but the one friend who sent me lots of Christmas presents. Mm-hmm. How she would always tell me like, "Oh, I saw her today. I think she's smoking or whatever." And she probably is dead. Like I said, wherever she is. Did I say her name? I remember her name.
I think you did say her name. You didn't say any of your other actual friends.
Oh, okay. I can say that. I won't say it again. But if I did say her name, I mean,
yeah. You didn't say the last name.
Oh, I didn't say.
Really quick, because it's a funny story. You talking about the magazines reminded me. Was it in Savannah?
Oh yeah.
And so the guy was trying to sell us a subscription again, and
This was a phone call though.
Me?
When he called you to do this.
Are you sure? Why do I remember? Okay, people have come to the door as well. Okay, well you tell the story then.
No, you can tell the story. It's just I don't think you let him in the house.
No, I didn't let him in the house. I thought he stood on our...
Okay, maybe he did. Go ahead. I just thought he would call you.
Was it a call? How would you have heard it?
Because you told me about it later.
You weren't there?
No. No, you told me about it later. You're like, this story, and then this is what I said. And I'm like, what? But that's why I thought it was a phone call, because... that sounds like something you would have said if you were already kind of like...
Yeah, it might have been a phone call.
It doesn't matter.
Whatever, it doesn't matter.
Or showed up at the door.
People have showed up at that door, and maybe it was a phone call. Whatever. Newspaper guy tried to sell newspapers. And I was like, what time would it come? Delivered. And what time did he say? Like 7? I can't remember. 6?
He's like, oh, sure, it'll be there by 7. No problem.
Yeah. And I said, oh, that's way too early. Because I thought he was gonna like throw it and knock
I
on
don't
the
know
door.
what he said after that. Like, most people want their newspaper there first thing.
It's too early. Please don't deliver it that early. Oh, not crazy, but yeah, that was also the place where we had the groundskeeper or whatever you call it, because it was an apartment, and he just like came in. That was really creepy. That was a very
remember that.
Yeah. You weren't there, but you were at work. I was working at GameStop, so my hours were different. He was also the one. He'd like stop me anyway. It was just creepy, but he wanted like game discounts and stuff like that because we were friends. Anyway, so one time he knocked. I was actually changing. Oh no, I was in a state of undress because I was taking a nap. I heard the knock, so I quickly was able to grab a like sweater or whatever. As soon as he opened the door, I was able to peek through, and I'm like, "Can I help you?" And he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know anyone was here." And then he left. Why were you coming into a house?
See, after
Really
you
creepy.
moved out, it turns out that my coworker was the granddaughter of the person who ran the place.
Oh.
So if this had been a few back when I was friends with her,
Mm-hmm.
and I could have said, hey, and I actually met her grandma and talked to her grandma a lot of times, like, we could have been like, hey, that groundskeeper is really creepy. It keeps coming in, you know, so.
Yeah, that
but
was
connections came too late.
true.
Other side note, I just want to say, ironically, I did eventually sign up for the newspaper to be delivered because I needed the paper to do paper mache. But then I forgot to tell them to like quit. And so I had like a box of like a million newspapers.
jeez.
Anyway, just thought I'd throw that in there. Oh goodness, this
What?
is too many bad
Oh my
guys.
goodness, that is too many bad guys. Question number 4. What talents do you possess that not a lot of people know of? We always tout our talents, so no. We have monkey toes.
I was thinking that too.
So we can at least your foot's clean. So we can pick up things with our feet. I do it all the time. Pick up dog food bowls, pieces of paper, just so you don't have to bend over. What?
He killed Simon. Well, I mean, he's not dead forever.
Oh, okay.
This isn't a Nuzlocke.
Yeah, good.
But I think I might need to run away.
Oh no.
Okay, I'm just gonna leave.
Yeah.
Well, do I have anything? I wish I had a holy scroll. That would scare them away.
Oh. Because they're of the devil.
I've
They're
got-
not a Christian!
Simon's dead.
Oh.
All right, so I could try to walk away. Yeah, those guys are a problem.
Can you just use your wind thing and leave?
I can, yeah. I mean, this is never
Crystal,
gonna
I
get
keep
any
wanting to
better.
say stone.
All right, I'm just gonna.
Calling you.
I'm a wimp. I didn't
No,
even get
it's-
anything good. I do like this blue sand. Blue sand tempers your shield, so once I find a diamond shield, I can start doing my pro strats.
Nice.
Unless you guys want me to try some other strats, go ahead and comment below. Or now. Hey, congrats to your sister for getting married. Thank you.
We didn't say that.
But she is married.
Sister, I was thinking our niece. I'm so sorry. I was like, who's that?
Whoa,
I
how'd
was
you know?
like, sorry.
I don't know when
I-
that comment popped up.
I know. I'm so sorry. It's so bad. We're not used to anyone being on, so thank you for
Yeah.
the comment.
Yeah.
Food life too, right? Is that what that says? Thank you so much. Yes, she has been married now for 20 some odd years.
Is it really 20? The last one I remember is 14, but it must be because niece's age.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
So about,
About
20-ish years.
Although if this person's very confused, and I don't know how they found us, but I mean, our niece is engaged, so
Yeah, that's what I
our
was.
niece. Yeah.
Sorry, that's how I misunderstood the conversation because we were talking about Kurea, who I always think of as like a younger sister because
Well,
our
especially to
age
you,
difference
yeah.
is not much. I'm closer in age to my niece than I am to older sister. So, but anyway, yeah. So she's actually engaged and she's getting married in November. But yes, our sister has been married for a while. Thank you very much. We're very happy for her.
I mean, at least one of us did. The parents do have grandkids.
Exactly. That's kind of.
I don't know if that's in your question, but like,
I know, right?
I'm not against getting married. It's just
No.
you
Gotta be the
find
right
the
person.
right person, right?
Exactly. Sorry, as a pilot, I was horrible. I'm not seeing. Again, I'm not used to.
I don't know when it was there. I mean, I've been glancing down and we use OBS, so I can see it's like red where like to grab your attention, I guess, for the name.
Oh yeah. I think we didn't.
So I probably should have.
There. Microphones work.
Yeah, I know. I thought about that earlier, but it's like I'm just gonna trust it.
Get up. Pow. Yep.
Good morning, Nico.
It's almost high noon. Hurry up and get up. Here. Get up. What'd she say here? Did she hand you something?
As I'd mentioned, localization is not great.
Okay.
So she's probably like, like, what, or whatever. She's, some little thing that somebody translated it exactly. All right, so we'll get back to our thing in just a second. Pretty much just gonna keep in my vital. I'm gonna probably just sell the rest of this. I am gonna put the blue in here.
Are you heading out for the tower already?
Nope, I got a favor.
What is it?
I want you to open the safe for me.
Save data. Oh, you're going to transfer items in and out of it, right?
Yes. Yes, I am. Okay, so I have a gold. See, here's a holy scroll. Holy scroll puts this like thing around you, like this beam of light, and it's so that the bad guys can't hurt you. But then, so they'll just try to hurt you, but you can like hit them while they're standing there, or they'll just walk away. But I want to put the blue sand in there. Medicinal heals you, and then also if you're familiar, or you, but you shouldn't use it on you. If your familiar has full life and you give them one, it'll make a +1 to their. So I do typically keep those, or like I'll bring them with me, since I have nothing else that I'm gonna sell it all. So like I'll have my sword, my steel, my Simon, and then 2 of those, so that I can feed it to him. I guess I'll keep a pita. Truth will tell you like what the egg is or how many uses your ball has.
Right, yeah.
Or you can use it like, see how this has a -1 and a scary little death face?
Yes.
The -1, it's cursed, so it has less attack power.
Oh.
And yeah, well, that's just negative power. But then that little guy means it's cursed. So if you put it on, you can't take it off.
Oh, jeez.
So if you're like, wow, I found a great sword, and you put it on, and like, bang, it's cursed. So you could, it's a kind of a waste, but you could use the truth on the thing that you picked up just to make sure that it's not cursed. But I wouldn't suggest it. But I could have used it on this to see I have 6 uses of weak ball. But anyway, just telling you real quick. I will save, but not right now. Because I'm just going to have to come back to save. So
Yeah.
All right. I didn't do it now, but if you talk to your sister Weedy, she'll show you she has a picture book, and it has like the pictures of and descriptions of the monsters you've run into.
Oh, wow.
So that might be interesting to do, but like you should do it like in groups. We don't want to keep just checking back. So I'm gonna go sell to Fur because I want her to like me. I forgot what we were talking about before all this.
A special talent that not many people know you have. I was waiting for you, Liam. The highlight of my day is to watch you come in, think thoroughly whether or not a 10 gil purchase is worthwhile, and decide not to buy it.
Now her true colors are coming out.
Go ahead, show me again today.
I'm going home! I don't know what she'd do if I did that, but I'm gonna sell.
What are you going to sell me?
This and this and that.
Bullshit?
Oh, the crap you picked up and didn't want, and this cursed ass sword. This and this and this. This and this. Not these and that. Because she a trap.
Hey, Lave, didn't we, the thing that we just bought the, pit...
Yeah, it's like Leovu.
Mortar and pistol. What's it called? The thing where you can ground your...
Mortar and pistol. Right. Even types of eggs. I always push the wrong button.
Are you
push triangle to sell this shit? Yeah. I always push the wrong button, so I went.
That'll be $43.95.
Sell.
Thank you very much. Is there anything else I can help you with?
No. I'm just looking.
Thanks, Liam.
That helps me pay the bills. Yeah, she's pretty rough. I feel like she's meaner in the handheld version. I think they translated things better, but then they also just went whole hog on like. So she can be super mean. But she's actually one of the first ones in most playthroughs I think you get to like you because you have to visit her so many times.
Right.
So we can visit Nico. Oh, she might be in her house. There's her dad. Ugh, ran too fast.
Well, hello, Liam.
Hi, Nick's dad. Here she is.
Hey, Liam. Didn't realize you were here. This city is full of dust. It makes me sick. It hasn't got one bit of culture attached to it. I still remember your dad telling us all kinds of stories when we were wee kids. When he used to tell us about his adventures to get to the city by the tower. More than any of the stories of his courage, I enjoyed his story about a city he passed along the way. In the city would be a park where the people would come to rest. In the park would be a fountain, always spurting clear water into the air. Unlike the sludge we have here. Too bad he's dead now. You want to hear about the story about when your dad died? He disappeared and never came back? Do you want to talk about that?
You're Nico, not her.
She's still bringing up your father!
She's sharing stories he used to tell her.
She farted when she jumped off the futon.
She did.
Those elegant
Your
people...
house smells like farts.
They would
Not
sometimes...
your house, Nico's house.
Yeah, I know. They would sometimes... festivals or concerts.
So you want to go there? Or I'm not interested, but I don't think I should say that.
Not necessarily. I mean, yes, I want to go, but my hometown is here. I want to make this town better.
Exactly.
Wouldn't you like to see the city become a better place, Liam?
It doesn't matter. Well, I mean, of course.
People here have trouble just getting by on their day-to-day lives, either emotionally or financially. That's why I sometimes volunteer in fundraising.
I don't remember one.
If each of us could contribute even just a little, we could make this city that much more cultural.
Okay.
That was like a whole tangent. You should be more cultural too, Liam.
You should be more feminine. I'm plenty cultural as it is.
If you consider yourself plenty cultural, Liam, then I would be considered plenty feminine.
Well,
okay, her fundraising's totally her dancing in her really short shirt that also has a cut.
I think I mentioned this before. We can't hear it, but the music changes when you come because they've got their own theme.
Oh.
Hey, Selfie.
Hi there, Puffy Lips. What a bad day, having a barbarian like you talking to me.
Who's the barbarian? You are so right.
Be careful from now on.
Selfie's not my favorite, but I do like her. And she's obviously the prissy, because like I said, this is a harem thing, so she's the prissy one or whatever, but like, you never feel like she was a bad person. Like some prissy people, it's like, get off your own ass. But with her, I never really felt like she was, that kind of way. This is the library, but I don't think anybody's in there. Is it the library?
I'm not playing with you right now, Bubba.
Yes, it's the library.
Old man. I am, or should be, the great professor of archaeology. Why have you come here?
No particular reason. I guess tell me about the tower?
The Monster Tower. There should be something in that book.
That book?
Is the guy from the beginning ever...
Holy crap, old man!
He ran fast.
Ugh, sorry, but can't it wait till another time?
That's... Wow, does that happen a lot?
Yeah. Oh, I can pick this up, I swear.
Maybe.
There we go. You can't steal it, but I can throw it. It's a huge book, though, right?
Yeah.
Like,
anyway, the guy with just the eyebrows, is he ever gonna come back?
Oh, yeah, you want to go visit him?
Oh, my old man's
spoilers.
not the same.
We have to visit everybody.
Oh, yeah.
It's part of, like, It's got a little bit of that, like, develop the town.
Sure.
Here he is. This is the cathedral or the church or whatever you call it.
Oh, okay.
Temple. Cathedral, church, whatever, temple. Here he is.
Do you want me to give you information on the specifics of the tower?
I don't need you to tell me. I don't know what he'd say, but I don't need him going on and on. Now that's interesting. It looks weird there. I believe that's the same symbol that'll show up later for the water, and I'll get something to do with water. I won't spoil it because that's good part of the game. But I'll tell you what I always thought it was, or what do you think it looks like? But
It looks like a shell.
yeah.
Like a corporeal light.
Ha 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 ha.
Thanks.
No, I didn't mean to.
It's my job.
Yeah, I wanted to stand up here. No. The thing is, to talk to them, you just bump into them.
Oh.
You don't push a button. So if you were like, why does she keep talking to him? I just wanted to stand up here.
Baby.
No, I thought he'd be mad at me for standing up here. Most of the time they are.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's the tower thing. I mean, the temple guy. Let's see, what else is around? There's a tree. So there's a lot of empty space. I wonder what might happen. There's a dude who isn't here, but I don't know if I can win yet. Oh, again.
Isn't
Horses!
there an SICK person?
Yes. Y-E-S.
You could get hurt by getting too close. That horse is usually the hardest to please, but not with you.
Scent of Monsters works.
You're a monster tamer? Well, that must be it then.
Those are not horses.
Is this your horse? It looks exactly like a horse.
It has hands.
Yes, they are my horses.
That's the thing! It doesn't have a head or a face, but...
It's got a head right there, isn't it?
Okay, we're gonna... I don't know if it'll count. It'll be... There's a picture that's in Wheaty's book.
Oh.
The closest I can say that it looks like is in some chess sets, the pawn has like this, like a rounded head, but then for some reason they make a cut in it. We have a set that had that.
Mm-hmm.
That's what their heads look like.
Oh,
but they're more like an ostrich. Like it's got the tail, or like a chocobo.
Yeah,
type thing.
I thought it was like a chocobo.
Yeah, and then it's got like the big foofy hair. But you'll be able to see it in Wheaty's book better. But they call them horses. That's not even the name of the monster.
Oh.
Somebody left.
Sorry.
I used to have many more, but now I only have 4, including them.
Where are the other 2?
Ever since my son died fighting monsters, I've been alone. I can't handle too many by myself. I guess it's true that monster tamers understand the heart of a monster.
And card tamers understand the heart of a card.
That's right.
In the old days, I would take a horse that I brought up here to the monster race course in the city of Haruka and win lots of money with my son.
Is your son his father?
Now that's not possible. With my leg in this state,
I hear you, buddy.
I cannot endure the long journey.
Everyone has canes, huh?
Yeah.
I live on the money I make from selling my horses to the treasure hunters.
The camera move? I feel like we got really short on
I know, right? I do too.
If only I had the money, I would rebuild this into a monster race course. And then I'd be in business again.
Sucks to be you. I mean, what?
When that happens, I'll be happy to use you as a jockey from time to time.
For your horses or for you? He's one of the secret guys you can date.
Oh.
Is there something else you wanted?
I'm building a racetrack. Forget a hospital, forget a new temple, forget a bigger house for me and my family. We'll all sleep in that one big bed. I'm going to build you a racetrack.
Yes, that's the spirit. Sorry. You serious? It'll cost 30,000 gold.
Money is not a concern.
I don't believe it. You are serious.
How does he already know? I guess because it's his dream.
Then will you let me manage the place?
No, I'm stealing your
Oh,
idea. And your horses.
I'll make sure you're treated royally when you come. If you could call upon the carpenter now, it should be built by the time you come back from one adventure. Life is wonderful.
Time to 2020 his ass. No, I'm just kidding. He won't know if it's... I just wanted to advance the story, but he won't know if I'm... Actually, I don't know. He might say something like if you said, I don't have that money, he might say something like, oh, well, when you're ready, visit the guy or whatever. But I didn't want to do that to him, so... But as far as he knows, it'll be tomorrow.
Yeah, sure.
So you mentioned the sick person.
Yeah.
This is an empty house. I wonder if
They already died.
someone might move in.
Oh, that's a
They
weird
already
time to move
died.
in.
Here's the hospital. Well, local doctor with grabby McGrab hands.
Doesn't look like a hush. Wow, he does not sound like a good doctor.
I told you he was crabby McGrab hands.
Well, Liam, how are you doing? I haven't seen you in a while.
You're right. He doesn't have a neck, so.
In your case, germs and illnesses would want to run away from you. So you probably have little concern for a clinic.
I must have a real bad reputation around this
Right?
Look here. Don't you think this still remains a great-looking clinic?
It's actually pretty big. I mean, not quarantine stuff, but
Right.
you got enough beds. What's so great about it?
Whoa.
I guess you're right. But there was a time when I could not save a patient because I didn't have the equipment.
Is it my dad?
Shit.
I should have been able to help. By the way, Reese tells me you're going to the tower.
I am.
It's directly
Mom better shut her
related to that.
bitch mouth.
Yeah, I know, right?
Did you come today to buy medicine?
Ew, it itched your lips. I don't need any medicine.
While we're in a clinic, let me just say that I'm getting over a cold. That's why I'm yawning, because my body needs more energy to fix it, and why I'm itching my nose.
And not because my
Sorry.
gameplay is boring and you don't
It's
like
not boring. I'm in the middle of talking. I love hearing my own voice.
Well, it
Why
is-
would I be bored?
It is getting late for us oldies. I actually have to go to the office tomorrow.
That's right, you do.
Come back again when you need some.
Okay.
I'm not that great a doctor, but a kind doctor that cares for the well-being of the people of this city.
Don't laugh after you say that. That doesn't sound genuine.
It was probably supposed to be more like a her. Not
Like a sheepish thing.
Yeah. That sounded like the Slim Shady song. Okay.
Tell me a talent no one knows about you. She's really good at crocheting.
People know that though. That's
they?
the Beast place. Where's the...
She's a great writer, but she won't publish any of her shit.
It's not written yet. I think that was the Beast place. That's my house. Yeah.
You're good at
Where's-
grammar. Do people know that?
Okay, yeah, this is the Tells My Future place. Yeah, I'm good at grammar, but I think people know that too. What's a talent people don't know I have?
You can burp on command?
No, I can't. I wish I could fart on command, don't you?
Yeah. Because that, I feel like that would actually be way more relief. Like if you,
Yeah, like, let me just shake and get all the air into one place at a time.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to the fortune-telling palace. I'm Mademoiselle Sheila, also
Wow, that was a yawn, huh?
known as the Mother of Monsbaya. Would you like to know your fortune? Sorry, I was losing my accent a little.
I won't believe what you say.
Get out! Ha! Don't kid around with me. I'm even giving away a prize of a special pendant that makes a person's love come true just by wearing it to a lucky winner.
A wiener.
Come back again whenever you have something on your mind. I, Mademoiselle Sheila, Mother of Moonspire, shall solve your problems.
So I would talk to her. She'll ask me questions, and then she'll give me advice on who to date, basically. So if you're stuck in advancing with for let's say, she'll be like, "Oh, well, maybe you should spend more money," So we'll come back and do her later. There's really nothing she can tell me right now because there's only like 3 girls that I know.
Because you're a loser and no one likes you right now.
Well, you didn't have to talk about me. We're talking about the
Yeah.
All right, I mean, that might do it for today. Octopus ball guy. I haven't gotten the jug. That was on level 15, and I died. I only have 7,000
monies. You cannot buy a racetrack.
That's okay. I didn't know I had that. I cannot buy a racetrack.
So one quick question before we go.
Yeah.
Which TV sitcom would you star in?
Star in?
Based on your personality, or would you want to be in?
Alf. Which sitcom it said specifically?
TV sitcom. It specifically said TV, but that was probably written before Netflix. Actually, I don't know how old this thing is. I really like Community.
That's true.
And it's our world, pretty much.
Yeah, and about your age level. I mean, like, age people.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I'm just gonna save it while we're talking.
TV sitcom. I mean, yeah, sitcom, that is like, what, everyone loves Raymond? Tool Time.
Like, I'm trying to think.
I can't even think of sitcoms.
Tool Time, actually, that would be pretty good. I mean, you have a stupid, funny husband and 3 boys, but I mean, or like Malcolm in the Middle. I feel like I already live in that one almost.
Yeah.
Having that many kids, but something where they've got like a good, happy family. They're not really doing much. I bet a lot of people say Friends, but those people are horrible, and I really don't like that show, so I'm sorry, but I wouldn't want to. I don't even have enough friends to fill in the roles. Even if it was like, oh, I'll be on Friends, but it'll be with my friends or people I pick, but I don't even know if I have enough friends to fill all the roles.
Right.
And my friends don't fit the, like, white, skinny, like, stereotype that are all those people on there, so
True.
Probably nobody would watch my show. Oh, there's, like, some kids sitcoms.
Lazy Town.
No, that's scary. I love that show, but that's scary. But, like, Wizards of Waverly Place, or Drake and Josh, like, where there's just kids having fun. Oh, Ned's Declassified. It'd be fun.
That one's a good show.
Don't fall off the couch. You're not on screen. We wouldn't get any laughs for that.
She wants to. I think that's why she's being
well,
annoying.
I'm saving it. I'm talking to my mom. But yeah, Big Bang Theory. No, I mean, like, I don't hate that show as much as other people do, but I wouldn't want to live in California. I wouldn't want to know those people.
I know.
I might know. I don't know. I might know Leonard, but he needs to be a little bit less of like a nice guy type of guy.
Yeah.
Raj is cool, but he needs to not hang out with them. So if I could go and hang out with Raj and pull him away.
And Amy would be cool, but she's a little too nerdy to talk to.
Yeah, but like in the like.
Yeah. I feel like we'd run into them at a
Bernadette
convention.
is really cool, but.
Yeah.
But
we have nothing in common with her.
I don't think she'd want to be
She'd
my
look
friend.
down on us.
She'd be like, oh, great, you're rocking fine. Yeah. Anyway. So yeah, what show would you be on? Like if it's any show, not just like a sitcom.
Yeah. What TV characters or any show, any even anime, whatever, do we remind you of? Our personalities from what you've learned.
Great.
Mission Hill.
Beavis and Butthead. I was like, who are those gross guys? I never watched that. I was a little bit too young.
Never watched that either.
Ren and Stimpy?
No, that was done by a pedophile. Although what wasn't done? Anyway.
I would love to be on the sitcom The Game Grumps.
Yes. No, yeah, they're red.
There's no show.
Yeah, they have a show.
They did have a show.
Why did that get canceled? I
we
don't
got
understand.
YouTube Plus or Premiere, whatever that's called,
Premium.
just to watch their show.
Yeah,
and then they
YouTube
got
Red.
canceled.
Yeah. Why else do you get... Yeah, we still have it. But we did get it because of that.
We did, yeah.
True fans.
It was pretty good. I mean, it
really
needed to like develop a little bit more, and you could tell that they weren't used to like doing scripted acting. So it wasn't that they were bad actors. It was just the scripted was a little bit hard,
right.
But I think the characters weren't. they were too, you're in your niche, so they couldn't mix. Like, they had each of the, like, characters, but it was a good show. That would be a fun sitcom to be on. Just
the Guild was a fun shit, because they're also everyone's
That's
like,
true.
you know.
Yeah, that was a good one, too. And I liked those people.
Yeah.
Like, I wanted to be on both shows. I liked the characters. Like, they were quirky, but you still wanted to be their friends. Yes. You know?
Unlike Always Sunny, where I love the show, do not want to actually know any of those characters.
You'd probably be, like, dead if you...
Yeah, I feel like Rickety Cricket, like, that would be us, like, seeing them, and like, they just, like, F up our lives.
Yeah, we started out nice Catholic people, and now we're, like, homeless and being licked by dogs in the street. Like, damn. That poor guy, every time he shows up, Anyway, well, thank you for joining us for another Azure Dreams. I know it's not the usual gameplay, but I thought it would be fun to, like, do, you know, in the background, and I was far more relaxed this time.
Good.
I don't know why. The first time in the tower always feels like I don't want to die and come back without anything. But
Ghost just went past me.
Anyway, so I hope you're enjoying this. Leave a comment on what you're thinking of this. I know, like I said, it's an older game. It's kind of a weird game, but should they make a revival of this?
Yes.
And we haven't even gotten to half the girls we could talk to. So I want you guys to start thinking down below, like, who's your favorite girl?
Think with your down below.
Oh, shit, did I say that?
No.
Think, and then comment
down
to the below or to the side. I don't know where it is, wherever you're watching this.
Oh, that's true.
And let us know, like, which is your favorite girl so far. We've only talked to 3 of them. There's still that one.
I like Selfie.
That one.
The one who's dressed like a witch. You could go to your saved file and count those.
Oh, actually, you're right. Excuse me. Pardon me. You'll have to trim this for YouTube because this is a little bit rambly right now.
No, they deserve nothing.
Yeah, but look how long it's been.
Hi, Baba.
It confused me for the longest time. I was always missing one, and it's your sister at the end.
Ugh.
So nobody loves me. See those question marks? Each of those will be a face of the person who loves you. So, Nico, Fur, Selfie, Herkirk. Oh, it's already 6? Or you're not counting the thumbs?
I'm not counting the thumbs.
Oh, yeah. So, Nico, Fur, Selfie. I don't want to say the words out loud.
And then Weedy.
I did say sister. Huh. I'm drawing a blank. Maybe it's my mom? Maybe it's my mom and my sister? No. Who am I missing? Oh, well. We'll figure it out later. It's not a big deal who I'm missing. And obviously we could look it up, but I was just trying to make my mind think of it. How many does Switch love? Okay, so Nico, her. Oh, I was forgetting Cooking Lady.
Oh, Cooking Lady.
I forgot her name. Peggy?
You said that last time.
Oh my gosh.
Go ask her. Go talk to her. Go.
I'm going. Okay, so that's it. It's my sister, not my mom. And then, because I said it's everybody who's like under age 18. I was forgetting Peggy.
Sheila just missed it.
Liam, how is it going?
Not too bad.
That's good. Tell me if you have something juicy.
So, we'll talk to Fom. Fom comes into it later. Oh, this is the wrong house. I did that last time. I need to go to the one with the giant pig face.
Oh, gross.
It really is really gross looking. Is your name Peggy?
Patty, hello.
I'd like something to eat. No.
Please sit there.
Okay.
Hi.
Hi. I forget, and I got stuck on it last time I was playing this. You're supposed to eat a certain meal a few times, and I can't remember which one it is.
I'm sorry. Red sushi, maybe tuna. Blue sushi?
I think when you select it, it explains that it's the grade of rice that they use, or they put like some kind of different.
But it's all priced the same.
Yeah, that's just different ones. I don't know if you need to eat. I'm pretty sure it's the special that I have to eat. maybe I have to eat everything once. I know I already had the tofu, so do you want me to get a sushi or a special?
Get the special. Sushis are on Friday. One order of the special coming up. Just a moment.
Yep, gonna be able to enjoy my meal in peace.
Here you go.
Absolutely nothing's gonna happen. Thanks, Patty.
She said, here you are, but whatever.
This tempura uses seasonal vegetables and seafood. Since the city is located in the middle of a desert, this dish, where freshness of the ingredients is essential, is considered a delicacy here. The raw ingredients are covered in batter and then fried quickly at high temperatures. Birds. So you get tempura that is crispy on the outside and juicy on the inside because it's not cooked, it was raw. Since the ingredients change daily and it is not a heavy dish, you have people like Mr. Josh who will eat it every day. Kope calls
Why do you
this
know what
dish
he
his
eats every day?
special. Because he walks in and says, give me one of the specials. I always thought he got the prawns, but...
He got the prawns.
I believe that he's talking a lot about this. I believe that shows that he's the most confident about this dish out of the whole menu. Munch, munch.
You talk more about the food than anything else, huh?
I don't talk about any. He never talks except for his food.
Let's see. Patty, I've changed my mind. I'll have what I always have.
How do you change your mind before? Okay, the special, right?
Localization problem. But hey, I'm eating what he eats. Remember last time he looked over and made fun of me for eating tofu? What do you think he's gonna say now that I'm eating the special?
He doesn't want that.
And Patty, add some of your love to that.
Right.
She's gonna talk about you in the back and then spit on your food, you know.
Liam, it's you. Fancy meeting you here. By the way, for once you're ordering something decent.
I thought he got mad at me.
What are you looking at? I'm not giving you anything.
That's what I say to Koopa. Bye.
You didn't pay for your food. Hey, wait!
You can accidentally not pay.
She didn't come after you? Why did you just run the hell? I'll be back. I can't take it anymore. Wow, she sucks, huh?
I'll be back. You work here. It's like leaving your house. I mean, like,
Did you go behind her?
I
Are
was
you hiding?
hiding it right here. Well, that'll be a fun conversation the next time we see her. I know, it looks mean, but I had to.
Mm-hmm.
I have to advance the story.
Yeah, sure.
Alright, well now I'm back to save. Oh crap, I went back outside the door. Now it's time to save it again.
Yay!
We found out her name is Patty.
Patty.
So now we know all 8 are accounted for.
You want to come up here and say goodbye to everybody?
Well, our camera shifted somehow, so he can't.
Good.
I swear when I set it up, I had it lower.
This
it was
is
right here.
big. I don't usually manhandle him.
No, that's why
Do
he's
you
like,
wanna-
what's going on?
I know.
Cecily is mad jealous.
Yeah. Anyway.
All right, well, thank you again for joining us today. Remember that, I don't know when you're watching this, but we do stream regularly on Saturdays at noon.
At noon.
Noon Eastern time. Remember, we're still in daylight savings right now, so adjust for that.
Yeah.
And then usually Wednesdays, I was kind of tired yesterday, so, we might pop up randomly. So make sure you follow us so you know when we start to stream.
Yeah.
All right, thanks for joining us, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.